Hello, and we're going to talk about another book today. Sorry, not sorry, but I'm at home and that's where my books are, so I'm going to talk about them. Today I'm going to talk about this book, which I've had for well over a year, but I haven't even opened it because I've read the story and I just wanted the kind of edition because it's special, and I just haven't really got a chance to kind of pour over it the way I normally do with these sort of things. So here I am, over a year later, ready to finally talk about the Vivienne Westwood edition of the Penguin's hardback classic, Lewis Carroll's Alice Adventures in Wonderland. This is so beautiful and cool and fun, and was released by Penguin as a celebration of the 150th anniversary of the book. And in that year there was like 100 million special editions released, but I think this one's my favourite because it's fun and I think it's very Alice. Alice in Wonderland is one of my favourite books in the world. In addition to this, I've got a kind of normal classics book, I've got a different Penguin's classic version of it, and I've got the Barnes & Noble beautiful leather-bound classic, which I can post a link to the video to as well. Basics though, this isn't a super fancy edition, but it's a nice edition. It is kind of standard size, it'll fit on your bookshelf perfectly well. It also wasn't too expensive. It RRPs at £15, but I got it for less on Amazon. I'll post the link that I used down below because I'm sure it still will be cheaper. And I think this edition is perfect for a teenager. Someone who likes books, but you know, you don't want to drop like £40 on one edition or a Folio Society edition or something like that. And just look how colourful it is, it's amazing. The main event is obviously what Vivienne Westwood has had her hand in designing, which is mostly the kind of front cover. It's very iconic. I've came a little bit closer to show you this, but on the front cover there is an illustration of Alice. It's fitting in with all these high contrast bold shapes. We've got all the details on the spine. And on the back we have Vivienne Westwood's autograph, which I think is a nice touch. For me, I actually love the book without the dust cover even more, even though the dust cover is really special. It's a beautiful cloth-bound white hardback with a printed Alice illustration and the matching spine work. No signature on this, which is a little bit of a shame, but it's so nice though. The inside covers, back and front, have this sort of graffiti and it's all Alice themed. It's great, it's sort of like a punk rock Alice and it's very, very Westwood. It's so fun. Into the contents itself, it contains an introduction written by Westwood. It's not too long, I think it's very short. It contains not just Alice's adventure in Wonderland, but also Through the Looking Glass. There's a note that it's a special 150th anniversary edition, which I think is quite nice in the front. The paper quality is beautiful. It's so thick, it's lovely. There's hardly any ghosting, which is really nice. Also, the type is really big. I know this sounds silly, but I just like reading children's classics with quite a big type because it's meant for children, so people should be able to read it like that. And this must be about at least a typeface size 14. Which is nice, and we also have the usual illustrations. Overall, this is such a nice edition. I love it. It's a perfect size to not only have on your shelf and appreciate how cool it is and how fun it is, but also to read. It's really kind of a good reading size. The pages are nice, the illustrations are there, the type's big so you can get younger people reading it. And it is just such a great story, and it's such a special kind of position to be in 150 years on, well, last year. So if you like the story, I think it's worth spending the kind of about £10 and getting this edition because it's really nice, and I kind of don't have a bad word to say about it, except for I do wish on the kind of actual book we had Vivienne Westwood's signature on the book, not just on the dust cover. But you know, it's just so good and I really like it. If you have this book, if you have any thoughts or feelings about this book, then please put them down below, because to be honest, I haven't seen that many people with these. I know a couple of people with this edition, and I just think everyone should have it because I love Alice stories and it's probably my favourite book. It's definitely kind of one of my favourite books and one of my favourite children's classics books. So thanks again for watching another Alice in Wonderland review. I would say there isn't going to be any more, but who knows? Who knows? Bye.